Welcome to the final episode of the Old Time Gamer, folks. This is a little mini series that was inspired by some models that I found, and most of the models were very old 40K models uh, from like first and second edition 40K, and then some of the models from third edition, and that's when I played 40K. So some of these models were over 15 years old, and I thought I'd lost these models. So I figured I'd make a little mini series to show you guys, and this would probably be of interest to any of you who have been with 40K for a while or who are just playing 40K if you're interested in seeing some of the old models. Now, this particular video is dedicated to a game that started around the time it started in 1999, and it started around the time that I was playing third edition. And this game is Battlefleet Gothic. But Battlefleet Gothic gave us the opportunity to play in space. It was also an opportunity for those of us that build terrain to build some really unique terrain like asteroids and planets and all this other stuff to fill our space table, right? So Battlefleet Gothic for me was an awesome experience. And I started collecting a few of the models. I didn't really collect a lot because I was still collecting 40K, and of course my budget, well, it was dedicated mostly to 40K figures, um, and I didn't have a lot to invest in Battlefleet Gothic. But I collected a few models in a few of the factions. So now I'm going to show you the models that I have, and these models are, well, they're not in the greatest shape, folks. They've been in the box for many years, and I'm actually surprised that they survived as long as they did. So let's go and check out what I found for Battlefleet Gothic in this, the last episode of the old. So Battlefleet Gothic was produced in 1999, and it went on to about 2013, and after that it, well, went out of production. You can still find these models online on eBay and some specialized websites, but for the most part this game is out of production. They're no longer supporting it, so it's pretty valuable. So here are some of the models that I found. This is an Imperial cruiser. So this is my Imperial ships. And again, some of these models need restoration. This one doesn't have the hole for the flight stand, so I'm going to have to drill a small hole in there to mount it. And of course, I'll have to repaint this, right? Maybe give it an ink wash or something. So these models do need a lot of restoration. Now, these ships came in the starter set, and they're all plastic. And these are like the heavy cruisers, and you had a whole selection, ways of assembling them to represent different ships in the Imperial fleet. So it was really cool. And then these were smaller destroyer type vessels, and these came in blister packs of 3, and these are all metallic. These are all pewter. So these are really nice, and some of them, only one of them has a flight stand. I would have to really restore these, to get them back in gaming shape. So those are the smaller escort ships of the Imperium. And then I had, this is an Eldar ship, and this is a blister, and I don't remember where, I couldn't find any of the other pieces. Basically, all I have is the hull. And this is Dark Eldar, as far as I can see, if I remember correctly. So this is a Dark Eldar ship. Some mines. These came in blister packs. And These are little fighters for the Imperium. Looks like these are all little fighters. And some more mines. And these are some of the Chaos transport ships that I painted up as transport ships, right? But the Imperial ships were just like these, and these are really tiny, and they came in these bases, linear bases. We have a Necron, a few Necron ships, and again, these need a lot of restoration. Here is the mothership, and I have to glue this together because this came off. This is all metallic. These are all metal, so really, really nice and durable. And some remnants of my old Tyranid fleet, and I only have one cruiser left. I don't know what happened to the other one. And here are the parts for that ship. And then this was an old Hive ship, and I still have the tentacles that go to this. So I can probably put this together, restore it, repaint it, and I'll have like a little Tyranid fleet. And these are the, I guess they're like the little destroyers for the fleet. And they have these little hooks there, these little scythes that go there. So they're like claws. They're almost like flying claws. And of course, Tyranid ships were organic. Right, they're organic. They're basically living ships. And then my Chaos fleet, and this is what I have for Chaos. And here are some Chaos bits and pieces. I will be using these to restore some of the ships. These came in the starter set that you got, and then this big battleship here, which is all metallic, and this is heavy. This is really heavy. And this came in a separate box, sort of a blister set that you bought. But really good detail on these ships. And I tried doing some conversion there. You can see some like glue and stuff. But I'm gonna be restoring this and hopefully get it to working condition. We have some space stations here. And looks like some like a Chaos destroyer fleet here. One of the ships needs a stand, and here's a bunch of little Chaos ships, fighters, and transports. And these were the things that allowed you to do boarding actions. And also we have some Imperial space stations, and I need to really restore this. It's missing some parts, but there it is. I didn't even paint this. This is a space station. And there's another little orbital station for the Imperium. So there you go, folks. These are all the ships that I had for Battlefleet Gothic. A very small collection, but a very valuable collection to me. So I will restore these at some point, and it'll be just another project for the studio. Thank you, folks, for watching. I hope you found it as interesting as I did. It was really cool to find these old ships and figures from the days when I started playing Warhammer 40K. Thank you, folks, and we will talk very soon.